What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Mars Anomalies channel. Um, this particular pick, this is a kind of a wild pick. This is more of a um, them, meaning NASA, JPL, going out of the way again uh, to hide a lot of these things, anomalies in these pictures. And this one, I believe, was this is Opportunity had taken this picture from the nav cam from Sol 3392. It was on August 10th. And several people have done this picture lately, and the people who do actually see these videos or look at this picture themselves say, oh, right off the bat, they can see fudging. There's all kinds of stuff, and people have said things like, let me see, like, well, there's definitely water here, and I believe they're all right, because I mean, you could just see, like, it's just wet here. I mean, you can see, like, certain parts of the ground that just, like, it kind of looks muddy, and then it's like just standing water kind of thing. I believe they're absolutely right, and yeah, I mean, no doubt about that. Some people have talked about this here, everything from an animal to, different stone, stuff like that. I'm going to say it's a piece of metal. It's definitely intelligently made. Only because it looks like there's like little designs or something on there, and it's too perfect. See it how it goes down, comes down, and it goes down, and it's like kind of squared off, really, And of course, that's just my opinion. I mean, anybody's guess is just as good as mine, and vice versa. So that could be anything. I find this hard to believe here that this is. I mean, you can see some fudging going on, but then it's majorly fudging. You can see something underneath there, and see, it's really hard to bring that out there. See it? But there's something in there. You can see it. See it? But God knows what that is. But you can definitely, I mean, there's a lot of little things in this picture. Let me see if I can find it. The reason why I think this is kind of intelligently made and it's probably metal or something is because there's a lot of hidden things in this picture that I find pretty wild. Like, here's a good example. This has been like kind of ghosted and whited out. If you look at that right there, it looks like some kind of squared off piece. Let me see here. Right here, see how it's kind of like going down, kind of going here. It's got this rectangular kind of shape to it. And then there's this right here. It's rounded, got this kind of angle going on, and then there's all this mess here. Well, bring it a little clearer, then boom, and suddenly you can see that the outline of this thing pretty well. Definitely not nature made. I mean, come on. There's a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this picture that's really hidden. I mean, this you can actually see like all different shapes, sizes, fudging out. I mean, pixelations. This I found kind of odd. Let's see if I can find this thing again. Here it is here. There's actually two things next to each other. There's something here. You can see it's very light, but it's got a shape to it like that. There's something on the it's like on top of it or piggybacked on top of it. And there's something right here in a circle. But this is not negatived out. They like to take a lot of the parts of the pictures and negative them out, like change them around, like invert them. There's something here, and there's something in here, and you can see that these two little arms sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. There's one here, one here. It's all rounded. Like I said, this thing right next to it. Now let's let's enhance it just a hair. But now you can actually see this. See it? Something here. It looks like it's got like some kind of wall around it, some small wall. But now you can see this piece here a little bit better. And you can see that's definitely not. Now let's change it up a bit. Okay, now you can see it almost disappears. That's why I say this is actually in the picture. The only difference they did was they probably just put like another color on it or just dulled it out so you could not see it. Because if I had changed it like that, these would all look like this. But if you look, this looks like some kind of piece of metal or something right there. I don't know what that is, but you can clearly see this is not. See it? You can actually see the arms of this thing sticking out, and you can see this right here now more defined. So there's a lot of stuff in here, guys. There's like tons of stuff in this picture. There really is. What I like about anytime I see a picture that's been pixelated out, B, fudged out, blurred out, you name it. Anything that's a picture I see right off the bat, I'm happy about it, and I go after this like a bloodhound, like a rabid pit bull kind of thing. Let me see if I can find this here. See how like it's all fudged out here, all up in here, all in here, and all in here. Okay. Again, there's a reason for this, and I say this in my videos a lot because you're not meant to see these things. I'm going to do, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 steps that I take to enhance this part of the picture. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this right off the bat, but there's something right here. And if if you guys watch any of my other videos, you'll see that I love to bring out anything, because there's a lot of modern things on Mars. You know, whether people want to believe that or not, that's fine. That's their opinion. I respect that. You'll see in my other videos I find cars, vehicles, all different, you know, buildings hidden, strange stuff, as well as regular pictures like this. Like, look for stone carvings, statues, things like that. I've just been on more of the modern day stuff, trying to find the modern stuff as opposed to the older stuff. This picture's no different. And the reason why I say that, right here, and I want you to pay attention, not just in this area, but all over here too. Right in here, and right in front of it, looks like a dark area in front of the car. This is actually, well, not a car, but this is actually a truck. I don't know if you can see this at all, but I'm going to just start clicking on it, and I'm going to enhance it. I'm just going to take the steps I did. That's the first step. I'll keep an eye on it right here. Next step. Okay. Next step. Let's clean up a bit so it won't be quite as grainy. Next step. And let's add a little color. Okay. Can you guys see that? I mean, this is just like as plain as day. Well, not plain as day because it's obviously blurred out, but you can actually see what looks like some kind of, let me go back to just the, right here. This looks like some kind of like little, I'm going to use the term shuttle for lack of a better word, because you can actually see the roof line goes like this, goes down, stops right here. Then underneath it looks like it has like some kind of wraparound windshield kind of thing. Here's the body of it right here, all in here. And you can see where it just stops right here. Watch this. When I add the color, you can actually see where the body stops, or it's just a pixelation or whatever. But you can see right here, looks like some kind of like long window kind of thing. And then you can see what looks like a truck. Like picture a flatbed kind of thing. Like right here. Let me see if I can back that out just to here and see what I can do with this here. Okay. You can see where it's this thing goes down, slopes down, there's a space. This could be like, I don't know, the stack of a truck. Like you know, your exhaust stacks. Right here. Then you can see where the looks like where the cab is. Looks like there's a window right there. Goes down under the hood. Right here. Looks like the bumper and stuff. Goes over to here. Here's your wheel well. There's your tire. Goes over to here. Now there's either something right here that's next to this vehicle, or it's a tandem. Like a tandem wheel. It's one here. You can see like the rounded shape of a wheel well. And here's your other tire. I mean, come on. It is some kind of design on the door or something. What I also found was pretty weird is, let's go back to the original. Here's your original. Now, remember I said it's black right here, like there's something right here. Well, you notice how it's darker right here? It gets a little darker, darker, darker. Okay, as it progresses outward, it gets lighter, and then it gets really light. Is this possible? If this is a truck, and I want you guys to leave a comment at the bottom and tell me what you think. If this is some kind of transport vehicle, whatever, is it possible this has actually been taken at night, and those are headlights? And I'm going to show you why. If you pop this like this, suddenly it looks like it's projecting right out of the front end of this thing. See it? Now, I could be way off base here, guys, but come on. This looks too much like some kind of vehicle. And it looks like I said it's transporting something right here. Is it that? I could be off. I don't know. But I had another picture that I had done. It was in Victoria Crater, I think it was. And there was some kind of hidden vehicle in that one, too, with a building or something behind it. And it did the same thing. It projected what looked like a black spray. Until you negative the picture out, suddenly it's got like a headlight showing light, projecting light. Is this possible it's doing the same thing? Very possible. And here's it was something really goofy, too. Is that, well, let's go back here. Okay. There's something right here. Now, it looks like some kind of pixelated shape of a car. Like you can see like a round circle. Looks like the top right here. And it looks like it's got some kind of light shining right here. See it? Is it possible these things are like traveling in a row and, you know, transporting something? I don't know. But let's go back. Now, you're not going to be able to see this too well at all. But suddenly you can see the blackness right here. And here's that, what looks like some kind of pixel. You see it right there? There's a round. There's a kind of, you just barely see this thing, but it's there. And it looks like black in front of it. Well, is it possible that one's the same way? It's another vehicle with a headlight on. Or is it just a trick of the light and that's just the way it is? But there's something else here. They really, really did everything they could to block this out. But this, to me, come on. I'm saying 90% sure this is definitely some kind of truck. It's a transport of some sort. But here's the thing we can both agree on. Even if you don't agree, and I've said this in my other videos, even if you don't agree that this is some kind of truck, vehicle, transport, two things you can agree on. One, it's not nature made. And two, 1,000% they're trying to hide this. So we can definitely agree on that. So, you know, but I showed you other anomalies in here, down in the bottom here, where there's this thing. I mean, there's stuff all over this place. There's actually something right here. I can't make out what it is, but there's something here. And it's in this. Let me see if I can bring it out of here a bit. But see, like, there's different shapes. There's some weird things here. I mean, it's just, oh my God. It's just all over the place. But these here, and now, even right here, I believe there's something following this one. Now, you can't see what that is because because it's so dark in this area that when you turn into a negative picture, suddenly it's all light, which makes sense. And it just kind of really knocks this picture out, and you really can't tell what this one here is. But it looks like there's squares here. It could be nothing but pixelation, but even when I change this picture back, because watch this. Let me just start off here. Even when you change this back, and I want you to concentrate on this, what I say is a truck, a vehicle, transport device or something. See it? Okay. I'm going to go by step by step. Click out of it. Now watch this. These are all the modifications I did to this picture to make this pop so you guys can see this. Boom. And then boom. You can still see this thing ghosted out. Wheel well comes up over here. You can actually see the little white line is the wheel well there. You can actually see the shape of this thing. See the window, or the like, rectangular shape, this wraparound thing, this window. You can still see this thing sitting there. But you wouldn't be none the wiser because you look at it right here and you just say, oh, it's just blur. Until you actually pull this thing out, suddenly it does come out. Again, boom. Starting to get more defined. Starting to get more defined. And a little color. I don't know. Like I said, you guys tell me what you think. I'm going to back out of this. This is the original picture here. But as always, NASA's good for hiding a lot of things that are in their pictures. So this is just one small example. Hope you guys like this thing. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know. I'm open to anything, any opinions, because your guesses would be as good as mine. I'm going to say 90%, 7% chance that this is a truck or some kind of transport. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think. If you like my videos, subscribe to me. It'd be great. I'd definitely appreciate it. Give me some thumbs up. And with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you next pick.